Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deandra LaVon. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you hit that subscribe button and join the family. We have a great time over here. So y'all, today I'm going to take down these twists while I talk about a topic that I haven't really discussed much on my channel, and that is my size, my weight, and kind of my struggles with being a slim girl and wanting to gain a little bit of weight. So we're gonna do a little bit of makeup and then we're gonna take down this twist out. If you missed my Prepoo and chat for this wash day, then make sure that you watch that video next. So y'all, I have been small for basically my entire life. Not even basically, I've been small my entire life. And I used to just get so many comments from people about being so small and why are you so little? Like, why are you this size? I used to get that all the time when I was younger, and it kind of created an insecurity for me. But as I got older, it did get a lot better. I do get some comments about my size, but for the most part, I don't really get it as much. And I've just kind of grown in my confidence level, I feel like. And it's not something that actually bothers me anymore. But I still would like to get a little bit bigger, more so gain a little bit more muscle mass. I'm not really trying to gain fat per se, but you know, if a little fat comes with it, I'm fine with that. So I've pretty much been the same size that I am now for a while, probably since like high school or so. I really haven't gained that much. But recently I have gained a little bit of weight, and I can kind of tell by the way that my clothes are fitting. That's usually how I kind of gauge myself. I don't really weigh myself that often. I don't know, it's just not really my thing. But I do gauge by how my clothes are fitting. So like I said, I feel like I've gained maybe a few pounds, and that's kind of re-sparked my interest in my weight gain journey. So this is not the first time that I have been interested in gaining a little bit of weight. A few years back, I started what I would call my first weight gain journey, the first one that I really was taking seriously, and it actually went pretty well. I was taking out the time to actually track my calories, which is something that I had never done before. I always kind of felt like, oh, I'm probably eating enough, or I'm eating until I'm full, and I never really cared too much about calories. But I did learn that in order to actually gain weight, especially if you are somebody that is naturally small like I am, you do have to be in quite a bit of a caloric surplus compared to what you eat normally. So for me, I know that I don't eat probably as much as a lot of people, and that is because I do get full pretty quickly. That's what my body has become accustomed to. So just like if you're trying to lose weight, your body doesn't really like to do something different. Your body likes to be in homeostasis, it likes to be stable. So whenever you're trying to do more or less than what you normally do, your body is probably going to fight against it some. So you can't just do a little bit over or a little bit under and expect any type of results, because your body is going to just correct itself for those small changes. So for me, somebody that has trouble gaining weight and has always had trouble gaining weight because of my super fast metabolism and just genetics in general, because of those factors, I know that I have to take in several hundred extra calories than what I would normally take in. So when I was doing my first weight gain journey, that's literally what I did. And I pretty much used things like protein shakes with like ice cream added in. They tasted so good, y'all. But I would use those to get in those extra calories, and it really worked out pretty well. I gained, I would say, about 10 pounds when I was doing that. But unfortunately, I went off to med school not too long after that. And med school was super stressful. And unfortunately for me, when I get stressed, I actually eat less compared to people that when they get stressed, they stress eat. I'm the opposite. When I get stressed, I actually eat less food. And on top of that, when I was on my journey, I was working out consistently. I was doing my weight training. Like, I was really on it. But again, once I went off to med school, I didn't really have the time to dedicate to it. And honestly, I probably did have the time in hindsight, but it just was very difficult for me to manage trying to keep up with med school while I'm trying to also keep up with this weight gain journey. So of course I fell off and I actually picked it back up a little bit while I was in med school, but it was very hit or miss. It wasn't really consistent, and after a while I just completely stopped everything. And I feel like a lot of that is because I'm not unhappy with my body. So I feel like because I'm not like super unhappy with my body, it makes it less motivating for me to actually stick to the journey, if that makes sense. I consider myself petite, but I feel like I'm just an overall small person. People probably think this is crazy, but I've never been over 100 pounds my entire life. But I'm also only 5'2". If I was a taller girl, like let's say I was 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", something like that, I probably would be over 100 pounds, but I would still be slim. But because I'm short, that plays a huge role into how much weight I actually have on my body. But I feel like I don't look as small as I actually am if you look at my weight. I don't even know if that makes sense, but basically what I'm saying is I'm small. I'm in like a small little package, but I am still kind of curvy. Like I have my little curves going on, my little slim thick going on, whatever. But I really just want to amplify that, if that makes sense. Like I'm not trying to get thick. I don't even think that's really realistic for me. My body type is just not going to allow that per se. On the scale of ectomorph, mesomorph to endomorph, I would probably be considered an ectomorph. And in general, ectomorphs are slim, they're small, and they have a hard time gaining weight. However, most times ectomorphs are tall, so they're probably more like how like a supermodel's body would be. So because I'm short, it kind of doesn't fit completely in the description of ectomorph. So maybe I'm somewhere in between an ectomorph and a mesomorph, I don't know. But regardless, I'm a small person. And so because of that, my weight is distributed in a smaller package. Like if I was taller, my weight would be distributed over a longer body. So of course, I'm gonna look slimmer than what I look now. But at the same time, I'm still obviously slim, even as a short person. So basically what my plan is going to be for this weight gain journey that I'm on is I am going to pretty much copy what I was doing before, and that is to start keeping track of my caloric intake, not in an obsessive type of way. Like I don't want to be the type of person that is like, oh my god, how much is every single thing that I'm eating? But I just want to have like a ballpark range. I used one of those calorie calculator things online, and it said that I would need like 1,500 calories a day in order to see some gain. So I'm probably going to try to get around that number every single day. I might be already doing that now, so I might have to up it. I'm not exactly sure. But I'm going to kind of get a baseline of what my caloric intake is right now and kind of go from there. And then I'm going to implement my protein shakes, which is what I was doing before. I don't know if I'm going to still use the ice cream. That did make them taste way better, but it's not the most healthy thing. So I might just use milk, or I don't know, maybe oat milk. I heard oat milk has like quite a few calories in it. I've never actually tried oat milk, so we'll see how that taste. But maybe something like that. And then I'm gonna add in my fruits and all that just to make it taste a little bit better. But the main thing that I'm going to really focus on, y'all, is getting back to my working out. I swear, when I'm working out, I can always see the difference, which is why I feel like maybe I'm not so much of an ectomorph, because ectomorphs do have a hard time gaining muscle. Whenever I am working out, like when I'm doing like my lower body workouts, I see results pretty quickly. Like whenever I'm doing my squats and I'm doing my lunges, that sort of thing, I can see results. So now upper body, that might be a different story, mainly because I hate doing upper body workouts. But when I do lower body, for sure, I see results like in my butt and my thighs, like I can see it. So that's one of the main things that I'm going to try to get back to. And the funny thing is that I actually enjoy working out. It's weird. Like, I hate when I'm having to start the workout process, but when I'm actually in the middle of doing the workout, I enjoy it. And fun fact, that is because working out releases endorphins, which are basically hormones that make you feel good. So it's not uncommon to enjoy working out. But the worst part is just when you stop working out and then you have that period where you're like super sore. But that is why I am going to just ease my way back into it. I'm not going to just jump straight back into using weights when I do my workouts. I'm just going to use body weight, and that is really important. You don't want to just jump right into weights if you haven't been using weights or you haven't been using weights in a while, because you can really hurt yourself. You can hurt yourself, and not only that, but you're gonna be super sore because your muscles are just not used to working against that type of weight yet. So I'm just going to use my body weight and make sure that I have all of my techniques down. I pretty much remember how to do most of the exercises that I was doing, but I just want to make absolute sure, which is another very important tip. You want to make sure that you have the technique of the actual exercise completely down pat, because if you don't, you can hurt yourself. You don't want to be doing a squat, for example, incorrectly, and then you're adding in this extra weight on top of that, because you can cause injury to your back, to your legs. You just don't want to do that. So I'm going to take my time and get back into the swing of things and maybe do like body weight only for a few weeks just to get back into the groove, and then I can slowly up the weight as I go along. I know when I was doing my workouts before, I had gotten up to like 20 pounds that I was using for all of my exercises, and that was a pretty good weight for me, but you kind of have to do what's best for you. So if you can do 20 pounds, then that's great. If you can do more than 20 pounds, then that's great. But if you can only do 10 pounds or 5 pounds, that's better than nothing. The point is that you just want to have a little bit of extra weight just so that your muscles are having to work against something. That's going to help you build your muscle quicker. But like I said, if you haven't been doing any working out like me, then even just doing the exercises with your body weight is going to be enough for you while you're starting out. You just kind of want to warm up those muscles and get them ready before you add in the weight. So I'm really excited about this journey, and to be honest, I don't even like calling it a weight gain journey, because the goal for me isn't necessarily weight gain. It's not like I'm trying to gain a specific amount of pounds or anything. For me, it's just more I want to get back in shape, so to speak. Even though people will look at me and they'll assume that I work out or assume that I do this and that, I don't. I don't do anything like that, and it's bad. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. It's bad. I need to be doing something. And I just also want to keep my body nice and toned. I feel like a lot of us take it for granted when we're younger. Like, oh, okay, I have a nice body. I'm gonna always have a nice body. But that's not necessarily the case. I mean, we're all getting older. I'll be 29 next year. Like, it's crazy. And so my metabolism might not be the way that it is forever. So I have to be prepared for that. And just in general, I want to be healthy overall. So for me, it's not necessarily a weight gain journey. I just want to put on a little bit more mass as far as my muscles are concerned, get my muscles a little bit more defined, get that butt poking, you know, a little bit more. Just the normal things that women love. And I feel like it's just going to be something that I can give my attention to. I feel like I'm a person where I like to have goals and I like to have something that I'm working towards. It's kind of similar to when I was on my natural hair journey. It was so exciting for me in the beginning because it was something that I was working towards. I was working towards reaching waist length hair. But now that I've reached waist length hair, not that my natural hair journey is boring or anything, but it's kind of just become like second nature for me. It's like I don't have to worry about my hair. I don't have to stress over my hair. Like, my hair is gonna do what it's gonna do because I have a solid regimen down. So I know that my hair is going to be healthy and it's going to grow. I'm gonna be able to retain length, all those sorts of things. And so for this particular fitness journey that I'm on, that's kind of where I'm trying to get to with my overall health and my exercising and all those sorts of things. I wanted to get to the point where it's just second nature because I feel like if I can get there, then I won't have to worry about falling off so much because it'll be like completely normal to me. Like, I never have to be concerned about falling off my natural hair journey because, like, even the thought of like, oh, I'm not gonna wash my hair this week or I'm not going to deep condition my hair, it sounds crazy because it's so second nature to me. It's a part of my life. And so that's where I want to get with my overall health and fitness. I want it to just be part of my life. I want it to be a lifestyle change versus, oh, I'm trying to gain 15 pounds by next year. Like, I don't want to make it that type of journey, but I'm just kind of going to be on my own pace, setting my own goals as I go along. And I think that I'm finally ready to get serious about it and really document it for you guys so that we can go along on this journey together. I know there are a lot of women out there that have the same struggles as I do with gaining weight or just trying to stay consistent to your fitness journey. So we're gonna hold each other accountable and we're going to get these exercises in, we're gonna get these calories in, and we're gonna be fine, period. Alright, side note, y'all. Do y'all see this twist out? Like, whoa. I left the twist in for like 2 whole days. Mainly because I had nowhere to go. So it was like, why am I taking my twist down? But I'm about to go out with my boyfriend. So I finally took them down and wow. My hair looks great. So we're just gonna do the final touch, which is of course my Fenty lip gloss. Yes, it's cute. Alright y'all, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and I hope that you enjoy this journey that I'm about to start. If so, make sure that you give this video a like. Again, if you missed my Prepoo and chat, I did it about Taylor Hale, then make sure that you watch that video next. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can join the clique. Thank y'all so much for watching as always, and thank you for all of the support that you guys are giving me. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.